It's time to take this Fold 3 apart and see how it works from the inside. We'll see how Samsung has made this thing IPX8 water resistant. Did they use a hydrophobic circuit board coating or just normal ingress point sealings? There's only one way to find out. I've had a few people ask about the screen protector on the inner screen of the Galaxy Fold 3. If you remember, Samsung very specifically says not to remove the protective film on the large main screen, which to me makes it seem like it's not an optional or temporary layer of protection. It's mandatory. However, for the sake of science, I think that we can indeed see what happens when we remove that layer. I'll take off my teardown skin first, since once we're done here, I'm pretty sure this Fold 3 will never look the same. So if you want a transparent teardown skin for your own phone or tablet, I'll leave a link down in the description. Let's get started. It's actually rather easy. It does come off pretty nice, like we saw on the exterior. The surface of the center folding, like we saw on the exterior. The surface of the center folding screen is now as pristine as the day it was made. But once again, my level 2 pick and fingernail can still make short work of the surface. It's good to know though that there is a sacrificial layer of plastic on top of the rest of the plastic. Just like with the Fold 1 and 2, there is still a black plastic bumper around the edge of the flexible display. Where the bumpers meet in the middle, there's also a thin strip of rubber, which I imagine is one of the many components working to keep dust and rocks out of the complex gear mechanisms that make up the hinge. It might be my imagination, but it does seem like this bumper is more permanent than last year. It is very difficult to remove. Time to get serious. I'll use some heat on the bumper to see if we can soften whatever glue is holding it in place. But even then, I gotta peel it like a potato, instead of it coming up on its own. Finally, with the bumper shaved, we can try peeling up the screen. I'll attempt to remove it in one piece by first slipping my pry tool underneath the metal back supporting layer. The main problem we are going to encounter though is that I'm not sure where the ribbon connectors are located underneath this layer. So if I accidentally slice into one of those while lifting up the flexible screen, it's curtains for this display. The problem with the edge protector being off now is that if anything happens to accidentally touch that edge, the screen gets destroyed. Smart move of Samsung to make that bumper permanent. Something tells me that we aren't going to be successful in removing the screen in one piece anymore. But at least we can still check it for the ultra-thin glass. Samsung didn't really talk much about their thin layer of glass underneath the plastic this year, and they don't even mention it on the Fold 3 spec page on their website either. Probably because there just isn't much to talk about. But it is still definitely a part of the display. The crispy, super thin layer of glass is right underneath the main rubbery plastic layer.